Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Krystal, here with the TRX for Yoga experience. Today, the intention of the practice is to focus on the feet and the ankles. The invitation is to connect your breath with your movement and really put all of your attention on what you feel in the feet and the ankles as a way to create some space. Let's begin. If you have your yoga mat, please roll your mat out plumb line underneath your anchor point and roll it out away. Make sure the mat is equal to the right and left hand sides of your suspension trainer to provide you with some balance. Your suspension trainer is hung already, and make sure that it's hung fully shortened in its length. And place your hands into the foot cradles, thumbs to the outside. Begin to walk towards the back edge of your mat. Fan your fingers nice and wide until your hands are at about waist height, pressed down into your palms. Draw your shoulder blades together, look straight forward. Knees are slightly unlocked. And begin to breathe in and out through your nose. As deeply as you can, we call this the Ujjayi breath. You want to create the sound of the ocean in your breathing. Every inhale through the nose, you feel an expansion in your physical body. And every exhale, you feel a contraction, a hugging of muscle to bone. Inhale, you expand. Exhale, you contract. Keep breathing. Spin your thumbs up to the sky and slowly peel your hands apart. Reach your arms up overhead. If there's slack in your suspension trainer, move backwards a little bit. So you're standing straight up, wrists over shoulders, shoulders over hips, knees, and ankles. Reach your hands high. Take a deep breath in. Slowly return your hands back down to that starting position. Keep your gaze steady on one thing, and let's connect breath with movement. Warm up that body. Inhale, pull your arms back and up. Exhale, back down to that starting position. Inhale, extended mountain. Keep your hands a little wider than the shoulders. Exhale, rotate the palms as you return them back down. One more time. Practice putting pressure on the straps. Deep breath in. Slowly return back to your starting position. Right arm only. Sweep that right arm up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Return back down to the starting position. Left side, deep breath in. Just tune in. How does your body feel today? Left arm back down. One more time per side. Right arm, take a deep breath in. Pull the lower belly into your spine. Exhale that hand back down to starting position. And the left arm sweeps up on that inhale, shoulders and hips square to the anchor point. Exhale, back down to the starting position. Press down into your palms and fold, hips back, hands forward with a nice flat back. Unlock your knees, tilt your sitting bones to the sky. Begin to open up the back of your legs. And press down into your hands so your chest is the height of your hips. You're not just hanging on those straps. Shoulder blades pull together, lower belly into spine. Now you feel that nice strengthening action along your spine and the backside of your body. I want you to release it and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Exaggerate the bend in your knees. Tuck your tailbone under. Push into your palms, chin to chest. Separate those shoulder blades as you roll all the way up. At the top, shoulder blades slide together and away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. We're going to do this 2 more times. Lean towards the hands, towards the balls of your feet. And then anchor your heels, bend your knees, and roll up. Tailbone tucks. Lower belly pulls in, ribs knit in. Shoulder blades separate, chin to chest. Feel the length along the spine. Take a deep breath in at the top and fold. Pressure in your palms as your fingers are fanned wide. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Witness where the tight spots are and breathe a little deeper to dissolve them. At the top, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Push your hips back, hands forward. Keep that flat back. Create a halfway lift. Lift your upper body to about 45 degrees in relation to the floor. Exaggerate the bend in your knees as you push your hips back. Shoulder blades slide together onto your back and lower belly pulls in. Feel the side body stretch. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold and release. Again, halfway lift. Bend those knees, lift the chest. Forward fold, tailbone tips up to the sky. One more and hold, halfway lift. Add a little bit of rotation, golfer swing. Fan out those fingers, reach the left arm up and over your left shoulder. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and try not to rotate your hips. Draw your left hip towards that anchor point as you reach your left arm up and back. Come back through center. Really put pressure in your hands to brace the core. And switch sides. Right arm reaches up over the right shoulder. You can follow it with your gaze. But maybe peek down and make sure your knees are even side by side. That'll help you know your hips are square. Come back to center. Inhale. One more per side. Left arm reaches up on the exhale. Twist. Back to center. Inhale. Right arm reaches up and over. Push your hands in opposite directions. Back to center. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. No matter where you go, keep breathing that Ujjayi breath. Close your grip at the top. Lean back on an inhale. And drop those hips down and back. Low back stretch with rotation. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Get a good grip on the straps and rotate. Left shoulder rolls up over the right shoulder. Right knee bends. And now lean into that left heel and push with both feet. Push your left hip towards the floor. Feel this in the upper right-hand side of your back, lower left, and all the way down that left leg. Come back through center on an inhale. Switch sides as you exhale. Right shoulder rolls up, left knee bends. Shoulders are being pulled away from the ears, so there's a soft bend in the elbows, and push that right hip towards the floor. Come back through center, breathe in. Twist, left shoulder peels up as you breathe out. Back to center, inhale. Switch sides as you exhale. Come back to center, pause. Pull into your hands, push into your hands, pull your hips forward. Press into your hands again, rock your whole body forward and fold, hips back, fingers fan wide and reach. Heel toe your feet together, big toes come to touch, heels in line with middle toes. Spin your thumbs up to the sky. I want pressure in the straps. You're igniting your body with some sun salutation A's. Start to peel your arms wide. Extend through your hips. Reach your arms up overhead. Extended mountain. Breathe in. Forward fold. Anchor your heels into the floor and push into your hands. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Bend those knees, shoulders above the hips. Forward fold and release. Now we're going to layer on extended mountain. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Anchor your heels. Push your hips back, hands forward. Halfway lift. Bend the knees. Pull the chest away from the hips. Forward fold and release. 3 more rounds. Extended mountain. Lift up on the balls of the feet. Forward fold. Anchor your heels and hinge. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Bigger breath, bigger movement. Extended mountain. Lift up higher onto the feet. Forward fold. Push your hips back further. Halfway lift. Press the crown of your head away from the shoulders. Forward fold. Lower belly pulls into spine. Last time. Extended mountain. Rise high. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Moving on to our sun bees. Chair. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Start slow. Try to separate the floor with your heels. Feel the muscles in your legs fire up. Keep that flat back. Press into your hands and roll your shoulders up over your hips. Pull your pelvis to neutral. Hip bones up to belly button. Tailbone anchors to the ground. Pull your thumbs up to the sky. Pressure in the straps as you sweep your arms wide and up overhead. Hands a little wider than the shoulders. Space in your neck. Lower belly pulls in. Shoulder blades pull together. And you are trying to separate the floor with your heels like you're sliding your feet apart. Now, because the focus is feet and ankles, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Take a deep breath in. And here's the transition. Forward fold. Heels touch down. Hips back. Arms forward. Single leg extended mountain. Sweep your arms up overhead and bend your right knee to the height of the hip. I want you to know that the longer the limb, the more intense the pose becomes. So start slow. Hands wider than shoulders so you can create space in your neck. Warrior 3. Extend your upper leg back and reach your arms towards that anchor point. Upper baby toe spins to face the floor. Soft bend in your standing knee and push into your hands to lift up out of that left hip. You switch sides. Right foot down as the arms extend overhead. Left leg forward. knee bent or leg straight. Pull your shoulders forward over the hips. There's no leaning back. Push the crown of your head away from the shoulders. Warrior 3, extend that upper leg back as you press your hands forward. Upper baby toe spins to face the ground. Soft bend in that standing knee. And make sure you're not hanging on the straps. Ignite, push down and lift up. And now we're going to move with breath. Bring your left foot to meet the right. Bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. As you inhale, lift up on the balls of the feet. Forward fold, heels anchor, arms press forward. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Take a deep breath in. Warrior 3, deep breath out. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. One more from the top, chair pose, knees bend, arms up, lift up on the balls of the feet. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Maybe you straighten that leg a little more. Warrior 3, press through that upper heel. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Stay with me. Take a deep breath in. Warrior 3 and hold. Soft bend in that standing knee. Push into the hands, lift your body higher, three-legged dog. Bend your upper knee and roll your right hip up over the left hip. Option to bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Keep pressing into your palms to help you balance. Roll that right hip up over the left hip and feel the stretch in your inner left thigh. Now take that upper ankle and circle it 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the opposite direction. Can you fan out your toes a little wider? Come back to center, lift the knee a little higher, breathe in. Standing figure 4, pull your right knee into your chest, stand up. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and push your hips back as you hinge forward. Flex your upper foot and work your right knee down towards the floor. Push your hips back, hands forward. We're not here for long, so really get the stretch in that right hip. Take a deep breath in. Sink your hips back, breathe out. Both feet to the floor, extended mountain, deep breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Single leg mountain, left leg forward. Take that deep breath in. Warrior 3, soft bend in the standing knee. Push through your upper heel. Press down into your palms, three-legged dog. Bend your upper knee. Lift your left hip and roll it over the right hip. Cactus, open those arms to help you balance. Lean towards the ball of your standing foot. Get a deeper stretch in your inner right thigh. Circle your upper ankle 3 times in one direction. Fan those toes nice and wide. And then 3 times in the opposite direction. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Come back to center. Lift that knee a little higher. Breathe in. Standing figure 4, pull the left knee into the chest, stand up. Flex your left foot as you cross it over the right thigh. It's important. Push your hips down and back as you reach your arms forward. The flexion, pulling the ball of your left foot in towards the body, protects the left knee as you gently work that left knee down towards the ground. Push your hips back, hands press forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Big toes touch, extended mountain, deep breath in, pressure in the straps. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Halfway lift, breathe in, bend those knees. Fold and breathe out, 1 vertebrae at a time, roll it up. Bend the knees a lot, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Now pressure in your hands and roll up. You stand tall as you roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. At the top, shoulder blades together. Heel toe your feet apart 1 time. We're going to do this 4 more times. Feet get a little wider every time. Forward fold. Push your hips back, hands forward. Knees are soft. Press into your palms and roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. At the top, shoulder blades together. Heel toe your feet apart 1 time. And fold. Push your hips back. Press your hands forward. This is the strengthening action. And now roll it up. Here's the lengthening action. Don't hold your breath though, especially if you feel some tight spots. I need you to breathe through. Heel toe those feet apart, number 4 or 5, and fold. Try to separate the floor with your heels. Hollow the lower belly, bend the knees and roll it up. Drag your hands in towards your body. The top, shoulder blades together, heel toe your feet apart one more time, and fold. Rock towards the balls of your feet. Bend those knees and roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. At the top, close your grip. It's a fingertip grip. So with your first two fingers, hook the straps, pinch your thumbs in. We have lateral lunges, shoulder blades together, shoulders over hips. I want you to sink your hips down and back behind your right heel, like a squat. Let your arms straighten. Turn the ball of your left foot up towards the sky. Open up that ankle joint and feel that nice inner thigh stretch. Your total body is connected. Push into that right heel, pull into the two arms, come back to center, and you're going to switch sides. Drop your hips down and back to the left. Pivot the ball of your right foot up to the sky. Shoulder blades together. Notice my left knee is stacked over the ankle, not in front of it. Come back through center. Take a deep breath in. We flow. Push down and back to the right. Ball of left foot pivots up as you exhale. Back through center as you inhale. Down and back to the left as you exhale. Back through center, inhale. One more time per side. Down and back to the right as you exhale. Back through center, breathe in, pull with the arms. Exhale, down and back to the left. Back through center, pause. Forward fold, push into the palms and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to reverse the action. Heel toe your feet together one time and fold. Hips back, hands forward, rock towards the balls of the feet, and then bend the knees and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Heel toe those feet together one time and fold. Press into those hands, reach forward, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take a little pit stop here. Close your grip, lean back. A little bottom up squat. Bend your knees, drop your hips. See how far behind my feet my hips are? Shoulder blades slide together. I'm going to do a bit of a bicep curl to pull my hips between my heels. Now, what I don't want to happen is I don't want my heels to lift up off the ground. So how much you pull your body forward is up to that ankle mobility. And that's what we're working on. So there's no forcing today. But I want you to just rock forward towards the balls of your feet and rock back. You're holding on tight with those arms, so there's not a lot of weight in your legs, but you're breathing. Rock forward, knees push towards the toes without the heels lifting, and then rock back. 3 more. Rock forward, belly pulls in. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Keep the hooked grip, but relax it a little bit in the straps. Rock forward, no death grip. Rock back. Rock forward and hold, and just rock your hips side to side to the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right foot, outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot. 3. Make sure you're breathing. So here it is. Breath in, breath out. 1 more. Breath in, breath out. Come back to center. Press down into your hands. Stand all the way up. Heel toe the feet together underneath the hip sockets and fold. Really good work. Push your hips back, hands forward. Soft bend behind the knees and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Chin to chest, shoulder blades separate. At the top, those shoulder blades come together. Bring your big toes all the way to touch and fold. Hinge at your hips. Reach your hands forward and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. The top, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold, empty your lungs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bold and breathe out. Slowly stand all the way up. Bring your suspension trainer to mid-calf length. Stand underneath the anchor point and bring the handles to hover right below the kneecap. You're still breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to grab a couple of blocks. The blocks are optional to help you with your form, if you so choose. I'm going to have them here just to show you what you could do. You don't necessarily need them. To begin, you're going to kneel facing away from the anchor point. If your surface underneath you is hard, please grab a towel to place it underneath your knee for cushion. I want you facing away from the anchor point and step your right foot forward. That left foot can be under the anchor point. If you want more of a stretch, you move a little bit further away from the anchor point. Right knee over heel, left knee under hip. Turn over your left shoulder, grab the straps. Hands can come to the handles or the foot cradles. Foot cradles, you have to go further. It'll be a deeper stretch. I want you to push down into your hands, lift the chest up, shoulder blades together. We're going to get into the left hip flexor, but also ask the right knee to go forward without the heel lifting. Push into your palms, roll forward, let the right knee go forward, take a deep breath in, push into your hands, come back. Notice the ball of my back foot is tucked under. Join me. Push into those hands, roll forward, hip bone slide up to belly button. Feel that nice stretch in the left hip flexor. Right knee comes forward. Push yourself back. Why is that okay? Because there's not a lot of weight in my right foot. It's all in my hands. So push into your hands, roll forward. Collarbone separate, shoulder blades together. Slowly come back. Take both foot cradles into your left hand. Grab on to the straps with your left hand, the handles. Lean back with your left hand. Bend your left knee and put the left foot through the foot cradles. Right hand on your right knee. Left hand on your left knee, and now push your foot into the foot cradles. Pull the hips up towards the navel and feel that nice deep stretch through the hip flexor. Shoulder blades slide together onto your back. From here, there's an option. You can take your left hand, spin your thumb down to the ground, palm faces away, reach back, grab the straps, and let your ankle point as you pull the straps in towards the body. And so you're deepening the stretch in that left hip flexor, but you're also plantar flexing the foot, stretching all the muscles along the top of the foot, over the ankle, through the shin. Keep leaning into your front foot with your hips, but your shoulders are working to stay back over your hips. There's an option to reach back with that right hand. So both hands pull the straps into the body as you gently push your foot into the straps. For 3, you're breathing in and breathing out. 2, slowly release. Bring your hands down to the ground on either side of your right foot. Bring your right knee to meet the left. Slide your left foot out of the foot cradles and step your left foot forward. Find that half kneeling position. Left hand to your left knee to push your shoulders up over the hips. Reach back with your right hand. Grab the straps. Bring them out in front of you. Hands in the foot cradles for a deeper stretch. Hands in the handles to ease your way in. Maybe you start with the handles and move to the foot cradles. I'm going to do that with you. So right now the left knee is stacked over the ankle. My back knee is underneath the hips. I'm pulling my pelvis to neutral, hip bones to navel, tailbone to the floor. Push into the hands, shoulders away from ears, and I'm going to roll forward. I'm going to let my left knee go as far forward as I can without the heel lifting. I'm pulling the pelvis to neutral to get that nice stretch down the right hip flexor and push myself back. So from my back knee to the crown of my head is a nice active plank. 2 more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale back. Where is your back foot? Curl the toes under. 1 more time. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale back. Pause here. Put the handles into your right hand. Sweep your right arm behind you. Bend your right knee and slide that foot through those foot cradles. Left hand to your left knee. Right hand to that left knee. Push your hips forward towards your left foot. Pull the hip bones up to the navel. Shoulders work back over your hips. You might stay right here. Because if your hip flexors are tight, we want to open up the hips first, and then those feet will follow. If you have a little bit more in you, go ahead, reach that right arm back, grab the straps, and pull the straps into the body. Let the ankle point, plantar flexion. If it bothers the knee, put a towel or something underneath it for a little bit of cushion. Option to reach back with the upper hand. This will give you a little bit of a chest stretch at the same time. Elbows together, collarbones separate. Remember, hips are pushing forward towards your front foot as your shoulders rock back over your hips. Pull the pelvis to neutral and breathe. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly release. Bring your hands down to the mat. Left knee to meet the right knee. Take your feet out of those foot cradles. Where you are, spin around to face the anchor point. Toes pose. You're going to curl the toes of your feet under. Knees are hips width apart. Grab onto the handles and bring the handles into the chest. I should say into the hips, and you're pressing down into your palms while you're igniting your upper body. Now, this pose, you're going to slowly start to sit back towards your heels. You're really going to open up the soles of your feet. Your heels come right underneath your sitting bones. Try not to let those heels sickle side to side. Now, the straps are helping you ease into the pose. If this really bothers the knees, you can stay up here. And that's what the intention of the straps are for. You start to push your hips back, but they don't have to go all the way back. The other thing that you can do is you can take blocks and you can sit on the blocks between your calf and your thigh. And that's why I grabbed the straps, the blocks, because I wanted to show you, but it's not really necessary because you have the straps. So you can offload this to your upper body, but it's optional if you're super tight. Now, the more you rock your shoulders back over the hips, the more you drop your hips down towards your heels, the more intense the pose becomes. And at first you might say, like, Krystal, this isn't horrible, or right from the very beginning you might say, like, whoo, my feet are tight. That's good. Try to splay your toes nice and wide. You know, we shove our feet in shoes all day long, or if it's warmer weather, maybe you have flip-flops so your toes are constantly crunching. Now you're just opening up the fascia and the muscles, the ligaments and tendons that run along the soles of your feet. Breathe. You might begin to feel a little bit of a tingling sensation. Shoulder blades pull together onto your back. Keep pushing into your hands to keep that chest lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, press into the handles, lift your chest up, hero's pose. Last pose of the day. Point your ankles so the tops of your feet touch down. Press into your hands and slowly, this is another place that a block can go, slowly bring your hips down to the ground, push into those hands between the heels. Option to sit on a block. But you keep pressing into the straps, shoulders over hips. And you want to almost move your calves out of the way. So eventually, if those hips do come all the way down, you're sitting between your lower legs. Press into the handles, shoulder blades come together. To feel a little bit of a deeper stretch through the quadriceps, you rock your shoulders behind your hips as you push your knees down to the ground. And then you rock forward. Rock back, breathe in. Rock forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in. Rock forward, breathe out. You have 2 more to complete your practice. You got this. Rock back, breathe in. Forward, breathe out. Rock back, breathe in. And forward, breathe out. Press into your palms, lift your hips up, cross your ankles, and roll over to take a seat. Release your straps. Sit nice and tall, bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes for a moment. Put your attention on your feet and your ankles. Take a few deep breaths with your eyes closed, in and out. Feel how relaxed the joints are. Can you feel any sensations in your feet? Just recognize and acknowledge all that you've created for yourself today. Carry your breath with you. Carry the brand new freedom in your feet with you throughout the rest of your day. We'll seal our practice with 1 clearing breath through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Slowly open your eyes, and your practice is complete. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really come back to this whenever you feel stuck in your lower body. The magic of yoga is attaching your breath to your movement to create something brand new for yourself. Please hydrate, support your efforts in feeling well, and until I see you again, keep smiling.